name is Miroslav Polzer. I'm Secretary General of the International Association for the Advancement of Innovative Approaches to Global Challenges, and I welcome you to this side event to the Rio+20 informal negotiations for the zero draft of the outcome document. And the topic of our side event is the presentation of the Rio+20 issues cluster on innovation. And for those of you who have not seen it, here are some copies that you can have. And in the second part of the side event, we will have the launch of the 15-15-15 UN Civil Society Partnership. And here we have the basic outline, the draft agenda of today's event. So, the basic idea of the whole side event today and of our work with this Rio+20 issues cluster on innovation and our 15-15-15 formula is that there is a chance in Rio+20 to redesign the global governance system in the field of sustainable development in a way that it becomes more effective and that it starts to function in terms of a modern innovation system. So, and the idea for having this focus on innovation in the context of Rio+20 has been brought up by the Brazilian government, by the Brazilian head of delegation in December last year, when he informed in a meeting with civil society organizations that the Brazilian government is going to organize in this dialogues with civil society also a group and a thematic focus on innovation. And we took up this torch and we said, okay, we are ready to prepare the knowledge base for this topic and to organize some events with civil society, with people from academia, from youth organizations. And we've had a first meeting in January at the UN Church Center in cooperation with the Committee on Spirituality, Values and Global Concerns. Okay, and this event had the topic innovation and youth as horizontal thematic priorities for Rio+20. So meaning that in addition to these thematic priorities that we have for Rio+20, oceans, cities, energy, jobs, that there is the need to focus also in most of these issues also on innovation and on youth. And after this side event, we have been invited to form an issues cluster on innovation to collect the views among the major groups, among the civil society actors, what they would think how innovation could look like in the context of Rio+20. And with this issues cluster on innovation, we have produced an issues brief on innovation. And what we try to present here is that the Rio+20 is a big window of opportunity for governance innovation, for redesigning the whole UN system towards better resource mobilization, towards better knowledge management, and towards better cross-sectoral cooperation and integration of these three dimensions of sustainable development. And the topics of the issues brief are first some definitions, then some talks about how the grand challenges of today, like climate change, biodiversity issues, development issues, what great disruptive potentials they have, and how the response mechanisms should become more complex, facilitate experimentation and learning, knowledge development, knowledge diffusion, search and selection, market formation, and resource mobilizations. And we have integrated then also several aspects from different major groups. Business and industry perspectives we have included in this section of the issues brief, also some thoughts about global commons, and referred to the work of the thematic cluster on commons. We have had a section about children and youth, where also my colleague Jean-Paul Brice-Afana played a leading role. And perhaps I'll briefly give you the floor now to say a bit about youth perspectives on innovation and Rio+20.
Thank you, Miro. Can you hear me? Okay. So, like Miro said, I'm his colleague, and then I'm responsible to get the voice of young people and children involved in IAI policies and activities. The ongoing youth initiative we have at the moment is, you already received the flyer, is the Rio+20 Global Youth Music Contest. So in July last year, we organized the first related side event to this initiative, like to see how people can welcome the idea to have a music context on young people addressing global challenges. And the right opportunity for us was to ensure the participation of young people and children through music to the Rio+20 Global Conference taking place in June this year. And after this event, we invited global youth leaders on climate change, environmental issues, and sustainability from all around the world, Pacific, Europe, Africa, to come together and develop these context guidelines and the rules of participation, how young people can lead the process and be part of this initiative. And during 1 week, we had an international workshop where we developed all the materials of the context, like the logo was also created there. And we launched, the 15th of September, we launched officially the context in Klagenfurt. It was in Austria. And we started to send around by email everywhere in our communities the call for music in several languages. If you go to our website, you can see how many languages we have, calling young people and children to submit their music. And this translation were made by young people themselves. And the other things we did was to look at how we can get involved other youth to support the context at the local level. And I think in the agenda, I will have to let you know more about how it goes and how you also can support the music context. So in brief, this is my position in the issue cluster.
So we have had several partners in this issues cluster on innovation, dealing with youth issues, for instance, Alas de Rio, and also the Earth Charter, the Youth Network, and also we are partnering with United Nations Alliance of Civilizations, with the Plural Plus Video Festival, and also Lena is somehow linked with our work. Lena is the German youth delegate to the UNCSD, and so innovation and youth are very strongly linked aspects. And then in the issues brief we have some points on farmers and indigenous peoples, and at the workshop in January we've had also Oscar Santillan, Ecuadorian Quechua sound healer, which brought in perspectives from indigenous people, and also this the spiritual dimension and harmony with Mother Earth, which are also for us Western people, it is an innovative perspective to think also about these issues. And local authorities are also a major group, and it is very important to be aware that the present Sustainable Development Governance System and the UN system is not providing enough space for local authorities and for cities, for mayors. We've had here a side event, a workshop just before our event, about the future local authorities and regional authorities want, and they really strongly complained that in the UN system, with its basis on national government, there's not enough room for local authorities, although the local authorities are the ones with a lot of implementation power for sustainable development and with many of these adaptation issues for climate change.